everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Nick Does Disney. I am super excited because today I am in Disney Springs and I'm doing The Void, as you can see right behind me. Now, The Void, in case you aren't familiar with it, it's kind of like an augmented reality, virtual reality type thing. It just opened here, I don't know, what was it, a year or so ago? I don't even know. It's been here for a little while, something I've always wanted to do. And now they have two different games, I guess is what you could call them here at The Void. They have a Star Wars game and a Wreck-It Ralph game. So you go in, you wear like those Oculus Rift goggles, you're totally immersed in this whole experience. I don't know a ton about it. I kind of wanted to go in and be surprised. I do know this is an extra charge, of course, here in Disney Springs. It's in the marketplace area. So if you see like Earl of Sandwiches right over there, there's Once Upon a Toy, Rainforest Cafe. It's in this general area. You're gonna come here and you can actually buy your tickets in advance for $39.99. It's something I've always wanted to do. I'm here solo for a day and a half or so, so I'm gonna go check it out. I'll show you off a little bit inside. I can't record while I do the experience, so I'll try to capture some of it before, and then we'll talk about it after. So let's go to The Void. So the first thing you're gonna do is when you walk in, you're gonna fill out all of your information on one of these, I guess it's like an iPad thing. To mention, we're gonna do Star Wars. So fill all this out. You have to agree to all their terms, and then once you get set, you walk down that hall and you go do your game. All right, so we are all checked in. We are doing the Star Wars version of The Void here in Disney. I'm just gonna wait to go in our room. So I'm assuming this video is kind of showing off what some of the inside will look like. Looks pretty awesome. I've heard it does take a little while to get oriented to it. It's a little trippy at first, so hopefully I don't bump into things or fall down or anything.
Giving you a mission briefing, okay?
Cool.
So just sit tight, and I'll go ahead and patch your captain through for you.
Sweet, thank you.
No problem. That's it, patch your captain through. There we go.
Alright guys, so this takes place about 3 months before Rogue One, I was just told.
Our agents have been tracking a troubling Imperial shipment. This cargo crate has eluded all our efforts to discover its contents. Rumors have suggested it to be an incredibly powerful device, something capable of threatening the light of freedom throughout the galaxy. Today, I managed to place a tracking device on the shuttle transport of this crate. My team has recently stolen an Imperial transport and have prepared to intercept that cargo shuttle. I was supposed to join them. It seems that the Empire has other ideas. You must take my ship, my crew, and my mission. Find this crate and return to base with knowledge of its contents. Your team is waiting. Follow the crate to its destination. Discover what's inside, and then get out. Everything depends on you. I'll contact you again once you're aboard the ship. Rebellions are built on hope, and we all hope you succeed.
Back corner for you.
Okay.
Sweet. Alright. Take this off real quick because it's going to get pretty toasty.
This looks like some intense stuff you have to wear.
Oh yeah.
How much does this weigh? Is it light?
It is about 25 pounds.
Holy moly.
You're practically wearing a full computer right now.
That's awesome.
This is Mon Mothma. I have an assignment for you. The rebellion needs you, and we don't have much time. You must work together. You must not fail. In disguise, your team's mission is to recover Imperial intelligence critical to our survival.
You're with me. The rest of you, get on that skiff. Do your best to act Imperial.
Looks like you'll have to fight your way out.
What is that?
This could be a threat to our entire existence.
All right, guys, so I just wrapped up my first ever experience at the Void here in Disney Springs. And unfortunately, I couldn't really show you guys a lot. Like, I couldn't take the camera past a certain point, and that certain point was pretty close. So once you go to get suited up, everything has to go away. They actually have some lockers in there, which is really nice. So if you have a backpack like I do, I have my little sling bag. Hats, you have to turn them backwards, or you have to throw them in your locker. No recording of any kind during the whole experience. So I can't really show you much of anything, but I can kind of tell you what I thought about it, and I thought it was pretty awesome. We were in there for maybe 10 to 15 minutes during the whole experience, and it was something else. It definitely takes some getting used to once you first put those giant goggle things on. And I think I may have gotten this part on video. When you put the vest on, he said it's like you're wearing a computer. It weighs about 25 pounds total. And when you go to put it on, it's actually hanging on like a giant hook. You put your arms through, you buckle it up, then they let it go, and then you really do feel that weight. But you don't really notice it once you're playing the game. I don't know if it's like an adrenaline thing, but you don't notice the extra weight. Then you put the goggles on, and that definitely takes a second to get used to. They run you through a couple of tests to make sure you can see your partner in front of you, make sure you can see your own hands, and it's really trippy because you'll put your own hands out and you see you're a stormtrooper, spoiler alert. So you put your hands out and your arms look like a stormtrooper. So that was really, really cool. And then they make sure you can hear your partner that you're playing with as well. So once you can see and hear everything, then they'll let you go through the experience. Like I told you before when I started, it takes place about 3 months before Rogue One. So you're going a little bit, I guess a few movies back at this point. Cassian Andor is the guy who's leading the mission, and he tells you what you're gonna do and all that good stuff. I did get that on film, so you did see that. And then you go to get suited up, and then you go inside. And you're dealing with K2SO, who I love. I love K2SO. Throughout your entire mission, he's talking to you through your headset the entire time, telling you where to go. And then throughout the course of the mission, you're just shooting up stormtroopers. At one point you go and you walk up to a wall, you see just a giant wall of blasters, and you pick your blaster and you just start firing away. One of the coolest parts I thought during the mission is you go to, I'm not really sure what it was like a giant lava field essentially. And when you walk into this one part, it smells like lava or a burning smell that almost smells like that burning Rome scene in Spaceship Earth. It smelled almost exactly like that. And you walk on one part where it looks like there's lava and the floor is squishy. So it's completely immersive. The sights, the smells, the feel of everything, because you do go and pick up things. Like whatever you're seeing in those goggles, you're touching things like that on the wall. Like you see a blaster, you go and you physically pick the blaster up. You see an R2 unit at one point, and you can go and actually touch the R2 unit and feel exactly what you're looking at. So all in all, I thought it was a great experience. Again, maybe from the pre-show through getting suited up, the whole thing was probably about 15 minutes long. So it's not super duper long. And like I said, it's $40. So it's not super cheap either, but if you're looking for something to do outside of the parks like I was today, because I'm doing Moonlight Magic tonight, and I'm gonna be in the Magic Kingdom from like 8 until midnight. I just wanted something to do outside of the park, something that I've never done before. And if that's the kind of experience you're looking for, I can't recommend the Void enough. I was talking to Aaron, who was my guide in there, and he actually played with me because it was like 10:40 by the time I got here. So Disney Springs at this time, by the way, guys, is completely dead. If you ever want to come to Disney Springs and not deal with crowds, come during the day, lunchtime, nobody's here. So there's nobody else to play with at that point, so I got to play with the guide, and that was awesome because he was talking to me the whole time, giving me little tips. And I was talking to him afterwards, and he said he actually prefers the Wreck-It Ralph one even more. So I'm gonna have to come back and do that one with maybe my 9-year-old at some point, because there is an age limit. I'll have to put that info down below, how old you have to be. I don't know if it's an age or a height thing. I'll look it up later. I'll put all the info down below, but can't recommend it enough. It was a really, really fun time. So the Void, again, here at Disney Springs, $40. Take the afternoon, come have lunch, do the Void, do some shopping, it's a great time. So sorry I couldn't show you off a little more, but there really wasn't a lot that you could film once you got inside the building. But hopefully this little bit of info gives you a little bit of a hint, a peek inside what the Void is like, and maybe you'll try it. If you do, let me know below. If you've already done it, let me know below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And that's a wrap for me. I think I worked up a little bit of an appetite, so I'm gonna go eat some food. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks again so much for watching another episode of Nick Does Disney, and have a great day, everybody.